Hey, this is Anthony Prophets, aka Tony Hellapay, and you watching TWTTV, baby. Cheers.
We out here with Anthony Prophets.
Yeah.
You know, first and foremost, man, for those who are unfamiliar with Mr. Prophets, go ahead and get a rundown to the city.
Okay.
Tell them who Mr. Prophets is.
A lot of y'all know me, a lot of y'all may not. I'm Anthony Prophets, aka Tony Hellapay, Mr. Trey Deuce, Mayor of Brightwood, Martindale, from the east side, Indianapolis, Indiana. Been rapping for a minute. Started out with selling CDs on the street. Now we're taking it across the country to get the money.
Now, being a mayor, how did you fall into that position?
Man, it was street elected, man. I really didn't want it. I was just being me. I put in a lot of hard work, a lot of hard effort, and it just came, man. The street elected me to be that. You know, a lot of the OGs in the area was like, hey, we're gonna give you the torch once you take it to the next level. And I was honored to even be an option, let alone be able to fill the shoes. And when the opportunity came, I stepped up to the plate, man, knocked it out.
So what are some of the things you're working on right now in the community?
A lot of the things that we're doing is, like now we got a back to school rally coming up. Last year we had one at Douglas Park. This year it's going to be at Douglas Park again. A lot of things that we do is pretty much just mentoring the youth, trying to get them out of trouble, trying to give them options, trying to, you know, make their horizons a little more broader than what they are. Because a lot of them really just streets, you know what I mean? Like when I was coming up, I didn't even know there was nothing outside of 30th and Sherman or our neighborhood, you know what I mean? Unless we went to the rink or something. But when you give them more options and you let them see what's really out there, you really give them opportunity to grow and shine. So that's really the main thing that we be focused on, as well as, you know, trying to police ourselves, as well as trying to buy a lot of the old properties, renovate them, and make it not so much of an eyesore of our neighborhood, and also try to buy black and keep the money in the community too. What
would be your message to the youth as far as this street life and this gang life and this everything that comes along with being out here?
Some of the first I would like to say for the youth is work on unity, because there's a lack of unity in the community. If we work on unity, we work on start being more so not friends but working with each other, put our guard down, and, you know, stop having so much animosity amongst each other. A lot of problems in the African American community is we segregated. You know, there's no unity. You know, we're not working together. I think that's first. Gangs and stuff like that, more so it's just being a product of your environment. A lot of guys, the realest gangsters that I know, don't like being gangster, and you wouldn't know they're gangster until it's too late. Like a lot of the dope boys that, you know, that are success stories, which is far in between, they really don't want to be selling dope. They rather be having a legitimate business, you know. And definitely in this day and age, things ain't like how they used to be. So it's really senseless to be caught up in the streets, because it's a system that's built to get you locked up in the system. And then once you get that felony on your pack, you really can't do nothing. So education is really the key, unity, and really start, you know, thinking outside of the box instead of just, you know, trying to be the biggest dope boy in your neighborhood, or, you know, I'm a gangster, this and that. You know what I mean? That's really lame in today's time, because they don't do nothing but get you locked up. And you can pull it up and Google it. You look at it statistically, if 10 guys selling dope, 9 of them gonna get locked up. 2 of them out of that 9 gonna get killed. You very rarely gonna see someone that come out successful. And even those who do, they making money so they can get a legitimate business. So really don't listen to a lot of the rappers on TV. Don't listen to none of that. Build your own lane, get in your own shoes, and really focus on a legitimate way, because at the end, that will gonna get you the most money, and that will let you be able to prosper in life.
All right, now moving on to the rap. You know, what got Anthony Prophets started in the rap, and let's talk about that video and the song My Block.
All right, well, first thing started me off with rap, me and my brother, T-Man, all gas, no brakes. We started a group, Pimp Click, back in the day. And it really was just a stress reliever for me. You know, I used to just write raps just to relieve stress. I never even thought of it getting to this point. I never thought of it as in making money and nothing like that. I didn't get in it for that. You know, once I, you know, like I said, it was something for the relief stress. Then after that, it grew to a point of something where I wanted to do to make money. For years, a lot of people know me, like all the main DJs, a lot of guys that be out, a lot of promoters. I went straight to making a CD, print up, and we sell it out the trunk. Go across to Cincinnati, to Louisville, Chicago's. I was like, if I pay $1,000 for 1,000 CDs at that time, you know, I'm trying to sell them at $5 a pop. So I was really in it for the flip. But, you know, the more my rhyme scheme grew and the more that I came more professional with and start making more songs where people would gravitate to, the more I wanted to take it to a mainstream national level, and that what pretty much took me into doing it full time, 100% my job. The video My Block was great, man. Shout out to Cheddar, man. He filmed it. Got a hot album, man, and a lot of the DJs was coming back like, hey, the album great, but that's your single. So when it was like, all right, let's do that as a single, I got with Cheddar, man, it took us like 2-3 days to film it. Turned out to be one of the hottest videos. I think one of the hottest in the history of the city, definitely in the top 10, if not the. And right now it's really, really buzzing. It's on the radio in certain markets. Call the radio station 239-9696 and request Anthony Prophet's My Block. For some reason, the city, I don't know what it be. You either in or you ain't. I'm banned, I guess, but But My Block was great. We put it together, nice video. Did it inside the area, the Brightwood Martindale area. The response from it has been great. Thanks for all the people that have been looking at it on YouTube. The YouTube numbers is going up every day. I got a lot of people calling, wanting features off of that video. That was great. We're getting ready to do another one, the Google My Hood, which at the ending of that video, My Block is great, man. I like it. And like, once again, shout out to Cheddar, man, because he really does his thing on there too, man. He really put it together.
Yeah, shout out to Cheddar, man. Now, you said something about whether you in and whether you out. What did you mean by that as far as the city? I know what you mean, but...
Well, the city is like this, man, and it's a lot of people, I'm not gonna give them any pub right now, but it's a, certain magazines, there's certain DJs at Radio 1, it's certain DJs in certain clubs, they real cliquish, they got their own artists they try to pump, and then when I got my friends from Atlanta, LA, New York, Miami or whatever, or like a Cali Kush, when they come here and then they want to hear locals, they hear the sucky guys, because the sucky guys are what I would say kiss butt to the guys that are in power, and the guys in power only look for peons and clones, and I never would be that, so they want you A, bow down and kiss their feet, or B, they ain't gonna deal with you, so I'm thinking, it is home. I would love to be on the radio at home, but there's 1,500 markets that play hip-hop music, so I'm just focused on winning that 1,499 over, and then it just be at a point where they gotta bow down. But it's real political, man. Like I said, you either in the in crowd or you're not. You know what I mean? And that's why you can only name 2 or 3 guys that you can think of local hip hop, and them 2-3 you can name is not the most talented. The most talented is pretty much banned, but the streets know who's who. Like the streets know me, the streets know GFE, the streets know a Hard Times, the streets know a Supreme, an artist like that. But on the mainstream, you got to be in, or you got to line the pockets of the suckers, is what I call them. And I just ain't into that. So I'd rather stay underground instead of touching toes.
So how you maneuvering around that to still keep a buzz in the city, but also branch out to other markets?
Well, the buzz in the city is really pretty much the backbone, and for all other artists, the backbone is the DJs. The DJs is the backbone of it. You get inside the mixes, you win it. The DJ, the Don, JF, Be Nasty, World, Gus, even YG from the Dead End. It's a lot of different guys out there. If you get inside of the mixes, you'll be able to take the city over like that, because really the DJs is really what run it. And we're a mixtape culture, so if you in the mixes, you win it. But outside of the city, just traveling and showing. A lot of places I go, I ask them, have they ever heard any hip-hop from Indiana? And they always say no, because the majority of us just stay in the city and don't travel. So, if you do the music and really trying to do it serious, the best thing to do is travel and represent your home outside of home. Because, you run a bunch of guys from that and be like, hey, I'm from that. It ain't impressive. But if you're in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska saying you nap, their ear gonna be open. They're gonna be like, well, what you got? So traveling is key, man, and it's really easy to travel. Just pack up and go, The best plan is a plan that is executed, so don't the coulda, shoulda, woulda, sitting and wishing around. If you got something in your stomach you feel is good, load up and go, man. Start with a Louisville, just an hour away, a Cincinnati, hour and a half away. Start with the small markets, Anderson, Muncie, stuff like that, and then go get the responses. And then you see, like, they more open to you than your hometown is. Like a lot of guys like the Atlanta, everybody talk about Atlanta. I got a lot of friends in Atlanta that are doing well, but they never in Atlanta. They always on the road. They always somewhere on the road, man. That's the backbone. Traveling is key. If you're not a traveling musician, then you're not really serious in being professional about it. So, that's what I would say about that.
All right. Let's talk about Anthony Prophet's project, the album.
Okay.
Name of the album, where can they find it?
Okay.
You know, some of the features, producers, etc.
Okay, the name of the album is Google My Hood. We're giving it away for free. It's just a donation to the city. Like, hey, this is what jam is supposed to be being from that. Because I don't sound like nobody else. I sound like I'm from Indianapolis. I'm not piggybacking no other style. The music is producers that's from Indy. Except for Ill Music, who is from Charlotte. He did a couple beats on there. He did Google My Hood. He did Stand Tall, Picture Perfect, and Blowing Loud. I worked with the legendary Sir Hart, a legend in the city. I got Nutty Buddy on there. Nutty Buddy on the track. Great friend of mine. He from the 462182. We got him on there. I really pretty much just put something together, man. I wanted to put something together to just... The whole album is nothing but singles. So every song on there is a single. So we got one for the strip club, the Picture Perfect. My Block is for the trap, the gutter music. Google My Hood is something commercial, crossover, hip hop type style. The Going Crazy, more a view of my life. You know what I mean? So I really just mixed it up. I just wanted to show diversity. But another thing that I did on there too is we worked with Cheddar Man on the videos. We're getting ready to do some work with Iconic Films. Getting ready to load up some more videos on there and load up. But it's a classic. If you want to go check it out, you can go to soundcloud.com/APROFITS/sets, SETS. You can go there, check it out. Get me at me on Twitter, A-Profits. You can check out the Facebook. You can Google me. It's free. Like I said, you can get it. Check it out. It's for the city.
Last thing, what's your ultimate message to the city?
Ultimate message to the city is only one of us. You know what I mean? Be proud of who you are. Stand on your own. Don't be a follower. Traditionally, we've been following people for too long. Stop looking at TV and be focused on being me. You know what I mean? That's all I need to be. Peace.
Anthony Prophets, TWTTV.net.
Cheers.